So today, we're here, we're going to do a comparison of my two scooters, the Benelli Zafferano and the Honda Silverwing. Just picked up the Honda Silverwing. Want to do things a little bit differently, hope a little bit of walk around here, talk about a couple things. I'm not a speculator, so I'm not a speculator. I don't care about actual specs. It's more about how the bike actually feels when you ride it. So, well, some of the things could be wrong. Don't get angry at me. So we do a little bit of walk around, turn on the dash, see what it looks like, start the bike up, sit down, go for a quick ride, probably just do some quick parking lot maneuvers, U-turn, quick stop, slow maneuvers, maybe do a 0 to 60 run. Hopefully I'll get in trouble for that.
Alrighty, so we got the Honda Silverwing here. This one is a 2005, has 8,400 miles on it. I've already put a couple hundred miles on it myself since I bought it. So both of these have some miscellaneous scratches kind of all over them. Mine personally from rubbing it up against a shed. This one, I would imagine it's the same ordeal going it into a garage. Probably never been down. However, it seems like more scratches keep on popping up on this one every single time I look at it. But we got the Silverwing action going here. Hopefully we got good lighting. We're in my garage that's dark as hell. I got the garage door open, so we got some sunlight and overhead light, which is useless, but we got the Silverwing going here. This one has, like I said, I'm probably not correct, but I think it has about a 28 inch seat height, so it's pretty low. Just about anyone could fit on it. If you're under, probably I would say under 6 foot, you could fit on it. I am 5'8", about 180-ish pounds, something like that. So we got the old wing going here. Fairly nice looking bike. Both of them have your normal-esque scooter kind of styling. I personally still think the Zafferano is a little sexier, but that's going to be up to your own opinion. So we got this guy going here, and then you got the non-lockable storage going on in here. You got the lockable storage on the other side. Might as well take the keys out here. And then we got the underseat compartment in both of them. This one's a little bigger. I probably should grab this bag out so I can, even though I probably would never do maintenance on the road, probably should have whatever miscellaneous crap and tools that I have, even though both of them come with a little tool kit. But supposedly will fit 2 full face helmets under here. I don't know how well, or if it actually will fit it very well. I did put my full face under there, barely, with the camera on it. It did fit in the back section. I don't know about how much, so in the front section of it. So a couple things to go over here. You got the mirrors that are up close there on the handlebar. The mirrors are viewable, but not the best because they're so close, and you're already kind of, at least I'm already kind of sitting a little bit. The handlebars are kind of close to you, so not the best, best mirrors I've had on a bike. Were on my Yamaha T-Max, had quite a while ago, because they're up on the front up here, so plenty of sight out of them. You're looking forward to look out of them. You can't see your arms and everything like that. Both of these, they're not the best mirrors. So you got that going on. And then one thing I will notate too, I kind of got excited when I heard that the Silverwing was only single disc. So I thought, all right, great. That's going to make it that much easier to check my tire pressures and stuff like this. Now, obviously, this front one isn't too bad, but the rear one, they got a little L bracket on it. You probably can't see it, but it's down there somewhere. It's up. Wheels rotated the wrong way. but they got a little L bracket that it's facing straight towards the brake rotor and the exhaust and all that stuff, so it's still an absolute pain in the dick to get a tire pressure monitor on there and checking and all that stuff. The Zafferano, I have my own little whatever angled valve stem extenders on there to make it easier for me. Still a pain in the ass because this one actually has dual discs. So we got the Benelli Zafferano here. This one's a 2018. Bought this one new. This one has, I'm going to say, maybe 16,000 miles in it. I don't actually know because the speedometer stopped working for me way back in 2019 at about 5,000 miles. So we got the Benelli Zafferano here. Like I said, I think this one's a little better looking to me, in my personal opinion. Both of them, or whatever bike I have, I still just sit there and stare at them when they're parked. Especially when I'm at work, I go out there and just look at them. But we got both of those guys going there as far as the walk around deals. This one has just a little joke of a storage here. Like I said, I got a full review on my channel, but basically all you can fit in there is a wallet or maybe a pack of cigarettes if you smoke. This one, you pop the trunk by the ignition, turning it backwards. Storage on here, it's still ample storage in here, but I can't, or supposedly you probably could put a full face helmet in there, but especially when I have my camera on, I can't because it'll bump up against this other little hump here. And then obviously both of them, the storage is kind of deceiving because you'd have to keep anything underneath this line, because both of them are the same way. They got these little indentations on the top, so you'll bang into those things if you're trying to stuff something in there that's too tall. So we got the 582cc in the Silverwing. Wet weight with gas in it, it's just over 500 pounds. This one actually, I think, is about 471 wet weight, so it's nearly 500 pounds as well. This is only a 250cc. Max speed on the Zafferano is 80 miles an hour governed. From what I've heard from the Silverwing, can get up to just over 100 miles an hour. So not too shabby. As far as gonna have to get going, the Zafferano is probably neglected, or maybe not, well, maybe not neglected, but overdue for probably quite a bit of maintenance, because I'm not super handy and I'm poor and a kind of whatever, if it ain't broke it don't fix it kind of thing. So I don't know if you can tell, but I know, for example, like you can't see from that side. You're probably not going to be able to see, but I don't even see any fluid in my rear reservoir. My front reservoir is getting pretty orange. So I'm sure the brakes need to be flushed in this one. The coolant probably needs to be flushed in this. I've never done that. It's been years, so it's probably due for another belt as well. That's what I thought had happened the other day when it cut out on me when I was riding. But it started up and got me home, and then it had an engine light on it, so I kind of just left it be, because I keep on getting a second bike and using that as my backup, or mainly ride my new bike that I get to me, and occasionally ride the Zafferano. So that's probably definitely due for some things. Same thing with this Silverwing. I just got this, but like I said, I just did an oil change on both of them. The spark plug that I changed in this thing got rid of the engine light, but I haven't gone on a ride yet to see how it feels. I didn't check the gap. I was just hoping it was good, because I don't know where my gap tools are and didn't feel like buying one, or a feeler gauge that I don't know how to use anyway. So the tires on the Silverwing say they're from 2013, so those definitely are going to need to be addressed. I haven't dug in anywhere else as far as to check out the air filter or checking out the spark plugs or anything. Just kind of rode an hour home from the dealership, taking a couple other hour-long rides, and got taken care of. I don't think we discussed it, but I think this one I think is a, what did we say that one is? Maybe this one was more like a 26-inch seat height. I don't know, but this one's like a 28 or 31-inch seat height. This one is definitely higher, and that could be another thing. Like on the Zafferano, like every other bike I've owned, I'm kind of on my tippy toes when I'm sitting there at a stoplight. We'll show you that in 1 second. And on the Silverwing, I'm certainly flat-footed, which actually might be disadvantageous to me. I might prefer having it being on my tippy toes now that after having all my bikes like that and then getting on the Silverwing, because I go to put my feet down to like slam them into the ground because I catch the ground so quick. And last time when I commuted to work, when I came home, as soon as I parked in my driveway to put my foot down, like my hip seized. I thought I was going to drop the bike because not too old, but I'm 47. I'm getting up there. Body's starting to hurt. You know the deal. So we got those going on. So let's try and sit on them, turn on the dashes, turn them over real quick, just to show you what that's like. And then I'm going to suit up the rest of the way, getting on my coat and my helmet, and we're going to do those quick little cruises. So we're going to switch back to the other camera and let that one roll. So hopefully you can, well, I guess first we should turn the dashes on, otherwise that one can't see it. So you got the Zafferano, as it says 5270, but that's nowhere near correct. This one actually does have a temperature gauge on it too. And then I'll try and start them up. Let's just set you on the seat, because both of them you need to hold the brake, and like usual, hold the brake and start it up. So fire that guy up. So we got the Zafferano running here. This one has the kind of, down there. It's got the European style, well, because it's an Italian bike, but it's got a European style blinkers there, so they're on the side right there. They're kind of cool. Like, obviously, you know the story. You might know the story about Benelli. It's Italian company, but owned by, can't pronounce it, Jingzhou, whatever the hell it is, Chinese company that also owns Keyway and a couple other things. So they build them, Italian design. So we'll get that one shut down real quick. We'll get the Silverwing turned over. This one, this is about the main problem I'm having with this. The thing that despite the fact that, like I said, old tires, and the oil was probably 15 years old in this thing, if whatever was written in their service manual was correct. It was at 4,700 miles in 2010 when it looked like they did the last oil change, if that's correct. So who knows about that air filter or any other nonsense. But I'm having a lot of problem with my key. As far as turning it, it does not like to turn. So I have a lot of issues actually turning that key. So try and get that one farther back. Same kind of thing, you gotta hold the brake. This one you gotta hold real tight. Fire that one up. Got your dash. All yellow lighting. I have not ridden this one in full darkness yet, so looks like it looks like it's probably very clear, and you're probably going to be able to see it, but it's not super bright. But I'm sure there wouldn't be any issue filling it. Fluid in the reservoirs in this one look clean, but who knows as far as that. Can barely see the coolant up under there. Both of them are the same thing. They're both way up under there somewhere, kind of tucked away. While I'm under here, might as well, yeah, wipe down the shock tower, because there was a bunch of oil in that one, but looks like it's not back. Maybe that shock may be leaking. But you got that one going on here. So we're going to try and take like I said, we're going to try and take a quick ride on both of these because I'm sweating bullets just standing here, let alone going for a ride. I think I'm going to do something. Might try and throw my other camera in the trunk to try and get a little bit better audio of the exhaust. Not that it matters. Like I said, we're not going for any super long rides. If you want to see much longer rides or longer videos or whatever, then check out my playlists. Got a ton of videos on the Zafferano. Just got this, so there's only a couple videos in the Silverwing playlist, but stay tuned to the channel. There'll be a lot more to come, so let's go. Alright, wait, we never even sat on it, so I'll sit on them real quick, both of them, and then I'll meet you over in a parking lot.
On the ground. This one, you can see, I got that kind of spot with it, but I'm usually kind of up on my toes, and then got a room. But I'm still around here. This one is clearly back there.
Alrighty. So let's try and pull up in one of these parking lots and do some maneuvers. Hopefully my syncing works. It's probably not going to, since I can't see my camera or wave at it or do anything like that. And stupidly, I didn't check my tire pressure. It was too much in a rush. I just kind of jumped on here and got going. But this one, I will say, has kind of been dead-ass reliable and not so much no problem with the tire pressure so much. But it has been sitting, so who knows. So let's try and do some little U-turn action here in 2 parking spaces. This bike I should be more comfortable on, but like I said, I haven't ridden in quite a while, so let's see, I already faffed that one up, but mostly got that one done in 2 spaces. This is a spur of the moment, just coming down here real quick trying to do them, and no roll up, no practice, just kind of get them going. So vaguely well can do 2 spaces here, probably not so much, but the going right. Actually, why the hell did that seem easier? Normally right ones are a lot harder, but let's do a couple of U-turns here. We'll try and get up to around 20. We'll have to look at the speedometer because the speedometer doesn't work, and then hit the brakes. I'm not going to completely jam on them, so some people could probably stop better, but do I have room to get up to 20? Probably not. Whoa. See, we almost crashed. So, locked him up a little. This could be slick asphalt. So we can stop pretty damn quick on this one. And then let's try and do some super slow riding. So the third line I'll start going basically as slow as I can, I guess. See how long it takes me to get to the very end there. There was a bump I had to get up over there, but you can see my speedometer at 0 like probably the whole time, because we can get this one real slow. I never put my feet down, rarely, unless I'm at a stoplight. See, I was actually speeding up just because I felt like it there. But we can go ultra slow on this one, so let's go try and find a road we can potentially do the 0 to 60 run on, and I'll meet you over there. These cuts are probably not going to work. I just told my camera to, when I threw it in the trunk, to sync it then, and then I'll cut it every time at the exact same time that I cut this front camera that we're looking at, but it's probably not going to work. It's usually really hard for me to sync my cameras exactly, and like I said, we're already losing light, so we'll see you on the drag strip. This one there's a lot more wind noise because this windshield is a lot shorter, so it blasts me right in the face, and I even have my face shield open now, so it's probably windy as hell. Alright, so undisclosed road that clearly is not a 60 mile an hour speed limit, but looks like we could probably probably get up to 60 in this space. Clearly it's not a 60 mile an hour road, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone who has been driving by, so I'll try and throw a little, I'll try and throw a little timer on there, so otherwise we can see the speedometer here. So got my feet down, we're just going to lift them up and roll into it and floor it. 1, 2, 3, go. Might not make it. We're not going to make it. Okay, so that was only 51 when I had to lay off because I knew I wasn't going to make it to 60 and try and whip around this turn hit 60 miles an hour. So that can be one comparison for the Silverwing, because I'm sure we'll actually make it to that 60 mile an hour mark. Well, let's try and, plus I'll be racing up to the road going this direction. Let's try and get kind of at an angle over here somewhere so we can get a straight shot. And I just won't put my feet down and we'll 1, 2, 3 go. 1, 2, 3. I guess I will, because so we can actually let it get to 0. So 1, 2, 3 go. Stop for the stop sign, not going in the woods over there. So I will see you guys on the Silverwing to compare that away. Oh, that's a big hit. The shocks on the Silverwing are way better. Brakes are probably debatable between the two of them. This thing has some pretty good brakes too, considering they're aging as well. Handling is going to be a lot better on the Silverwing too. This thing's kind of a bit wobbly. Same thing, we'll try and do a couple U-turns and whatnot, and slow speed, and try and hit up some fast stops and that jazz. Same thing, on a whim. Haven't gotten too much practice at all on this one, but let's try and get some U-turn action in here. Not nearly as tight. Now I got an audience too. What's wrong? Am I not allowed to ride in your parking lot? It's public, right? Do some of that. Slow speed, we didn't do right, but we'll get out of these guys' hairs in a second. Just try and do some quicker stops here in a second. Get up to around 20 again. See, obviously that got up way quicker. Then we'll do some slow speed action. We'll do it on the same one where we got the same bump. So same undisclosed location. I think we'll have better luck with this one. Same thing, I'm going to roll into it a little bit before I kind of gun it. Because, you know, same ordeal. So, count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Much, much faster. So there's 60. We clearly made it much earlier than the other one. So, thank you guys all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I think I'm going to have to wait for another day to actually edit this video because you see it's dark. I'm going to have to wind myself down today. I've been kind of busy all day long. I haven't really done anything, and give myself a couple hours before I gotta go to sleep to get ready for the morning and whatnot. But we might as well do the same thing. We'll kind of come over to this corner. We'll slam it out towards the entrance there, and then see y'all later. And thank you. That was the old review of the kind of review of both of them. So. So clearly, to state the obvious, this one is much quicker. Alrighty, see y'all later.